What is going on, y'all? The Brandon Brownson here, and this is the Indie Spotlight. Today we are playing 1900 Gary, which I'm pretty sure I got off Game Jolts, not 100% sure on that one. By the looks of it, it was made in RPG Maker, so, Overland Ponds was certainly full of wonders. I grew up here, so I'm pretty well versed in them. There was a square-mile field that was full of weeds, all overgrown and yellow, gnats and flies buzzing around. This looks very Earthbound-esque. You can sit down in there and you'd be completely concealed. Nobody on the sidewalk is going to see you, and nobody driving up Quivera or West 111th can see you either. You can probably whack off in there if you wanted to. I tried once after finishing a shift at Subway, but the bugs kept getting in my ears, throwing off my game. Well then. Storm drainage tunnels behind Cobbler Park. Me and Eduardo found out if you head into them and make 2 left turns, you come into a sewer drain that has a clear view of my house. Yeah, we smoke weed from a 7-Up can from that spot. Fuck yeah. Some old man walked by and started shouting fire. There's a fire in the sewer. We ran right out of there. God damn it, old man, cramping my style. There was one thing that wasn't so wonderful. 1900 Gary. Started off as a joke in our group about this dude who used to live in the neighborhood. His name was, you guessed it, Gary. Dude loved his name. He had one of those nameplate necklaces, you know, like the Ratchet Girl culture, Gary in 14-karat gold, and a dainty little cursive font. Gary vanity license plate. Even his phone number was 555 Gary. I didn't even think you could do that. Wasn't just his name he was proud of, though. He liked to show off his body. Nary a Saturday afternoon would pass when you wouldn't see Gary hosing down his sport utility vehicle, wearing nothing but a Speedo, shades, his Gary nameplate, and a smile. One of our friends, Sean, made a bit of a hobby out of making prank phone calls to 555 Gary. He'd call up and say, "Is this 1900 Gary for all my Gary needs?" Or some crap like that. Gary would get so pissed, and Sean would record his reactions and email it to us. He'd do this in the middle of the night, mind you. None of us found Sean's calls particularly clever, but it was funny listening to Gary get all worked up. He'd say things like, "Boy, I'm gonna get you in my trap, and there will be no escape, because when you mess with Gary, you're playing with fire." I don't know why I decided Gary needed a southern accent. One day at school, Sean told us he was going to make the best Gary call yet. He asked us to all be online at midnight so we can make it a conference call. He really wanted us to hear this for some reason, but at midnight, press enter to interact with objects, press escape to open the save menu or cancel, hold shift to lightly jog, try examining everything at different times. You never know what you might find. This game has multiple endings. Don't be afraid to try different approaches, but be sure to save your game first. Well, right off the bat, we're gonna fucking save it. Upon closer inspection, I noticed a small amount of soil on the floor around Waldorf's pot. I need to remember to start putting the newspapers down again. So I have a plant named Waldorf. This is my favorite poster. It's balls of all shapes and sizes. There's a book here, Scary Stories, The Haunted Cowpoke. Maybe I should give it a quick skim. Sure. It was a foggy night in Dodge City when a cowpoke rode into town. Fog was uncommon in Dodge, but there it was, plain as day. The cowpoke didn't pay no mind, though. All he needed was to wet his whistle. He dismounted his horse, hitching him into the bike rack outside of Senor Frog's. "You're fine steed, Marcus," he said to the beast, as he gently patted its rump. As he made his way back into the saloon, the jingle of his spurs and the click-clack of his stiletto heels turned the head of every patron in the joint. The cowpoke didn't pay no mind, though. All he needed was to wet his whistle. With a mighty sigh, the cowpoke sat himself down on top of the counter. "Say, bub," he bellowed jovially to the bartender, "how about you set me up with a sarsaparilla?" The bartender looked up and gave a sour frown. "No can do, chum." The cowpoke removed his hat and mopped his brow with a cocktail napkin. He was getting very thirsty by this point. "Well, why not?" "Because," replied the bartender, "we don't serve ghosts." That was spooky. That was fucking stupid, but I like it. What is this over here? Is this a router? Oh, that's right, I gotta press enter. I can walk right through it. Well, that's peculiar. The home shopping network is on. It's my favorite. Oh, that's a TV, and maybe I should just go to bed. No, I'm not gonna go to bed yet. I'm not gonna miss this conference call. Can't interact with my garbage can. Can't interact with that. Feels really weird using enter as, like, my primary button. Connecting! Welcome to OOL! TacoLuvr has entered the chat. TacoLuvr, that's a fucking username. Buttblaster84, sup, Taco? McKinley420, yo! Eduardo Disobedience. Looks like we are all here. God damn it, fucking properly spell. Where's the man of the hour? He'll be here soon enough. Sean never misses an opportunity to mess with Gary. It's like 1 AM. I don't think Sean's coming. This blows, I'm going to bed. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. The heck? Darn it, must have been a power surge. I was just going to bed, but I should probably reset the breaker in the basement so I can access the basement via the kitchen. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and save right now. This might actually become an ongoing series. Scary Stories of Telephone Repairman. I'll leave this one alone. Anything new? Possibly my soulmate, but he's not very cuddly. Ah, Waldorf. My favorite posters, bowls, all shapes and sizes. Again, I'm interacting with everything again just because. Slide up a desk drawer to reveal a candy bar wrapper, a box of Ritalin, and an assortment of multicolored band-aids. And why wouldn't you? TV screen is dark and displays nothing but my reflection. Spooky. Open the closet to find my clothes. What a fucking revelation. Second floor hallway. Oh, what's in here? Hi, Lacey. What's the deal? The power just went out all of a sudden. Spooky. Is it really that spooky, though? You looking at porn? Get away from my computer, you nerdlinger. Don't go through my closet. Man, you are a feisty one. I can respect it, though. Door leads to my parents' bedroom after dark. Horrors beyond my wildest imagination take place in there. Yeah, I'll open the door. Hey, Mom, Dad, you guys fucking? Bizarre light enveloped me, blinding my eyes and dissolving my skin. It was all over in an instant. I found myself floating in a void of nothingness. Ending 4 beyond comprehension. Okay. All of a sudden, I'm really intrigued in what's going on with this game. Okay, I'm done with that. This game definitely has like a creepy vibe. That's me going outside. Hello, garage. Okay. That was weird. Welly, 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 well. Got a young buck who's decided to break curfew, have we? Officer, this is actually my house. Sure it is, buddy, and next thing you'll be telling me that you just stepped out to get some fresh air past midnight. Come on, Midnight Cowboy, you can explain yourself down at the station. The police took me to the station on grounds of loitering and breaking curfew. They kept laughing and making jokes about how I was going to undergo a cavity check, but they didn't follow through with it. They made me take off my shoes and socks, and they also looked under my armpits. I didn't think the armpits would make a very good hiding place for any contraband. Unless you had a little skin pouch, like a kangaroo. That'd be cool. Anyway, they fingerprinted me and kept me overnight. Not in the cell, but in this, like, conference room. They brought in this youth guidance counselor lady. She kept trying to tell me about God's plan for me. I think I would have preferred the cell. So my dad came and picked me up. He was PO'd, and I got grounded for the rest of the year. And that's the story about the time I got arrested. Wait, weren't we talking about something else? Ending 6 juvenile delinquent. This is really interesting. I'll fuck around for a little bit longer with this. Yeah, I might end up turning this into a series. Just because I'm curious, like, all the different endings that there are, and I'm really wondering if I missed any at the beginning. But Anyways, let's venture into the kitchen. Hello, kitchen. If I don't get the power back on, all the fudgesicles will melt. We have to save those fudgesicles. Once then two, man, what a pain. Okay. With the power out, I can't use the oven. Alright, yeah, let's just go ahead and head into the basement. I'm guessing that this giant illuminated area is where I'm supposed to go. No matter how many times I flip the circuit breaker, the power just won't come back on. The phone? Oh. Well, I'm just gonna save it right now and answer the phone. That is a really fucking weird phone. Crisscross will make ya jump. Anyways. Hello? You've reached 1-900 Gary for all your Gary needs. You're through to the big man himself. I'll ask about Gary. Life is life. Death is death. Gary is Gary. Boy, I am gonna get you in my trap, and there will be no escape, because when you mess with Gary, you're playing with fire. Ah, crap. I quickly slammed the receiver down. Does this mean Gary knows where I live? What does he want with me? He should be after Sean. What's that sound? Oh, some spooky shit's about to happen. So that's the... Oh, fuck. I am going to save super quick. Waldorf, shame on you. When there is dark, I press the power button in and out, but does not respond. This line open the desk. Okay, so that's not different. That's probably still just my reflection. TV screen is dark and displays nothing but my reflection. I should probably check on my sister, huh? What up, girl? Ugh, what's an annoying sound? Is that one of your stupid video games? I can't sleep with that going on. Go sort it out. It's not one of my games. No, it's... God damn it. Are you gonna tell me that every time I go in my room? Alright, maybe it's in my parents' room? Door leads to my parents' bedroom, blah 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 blah. Yes, I'm gonna open the door. Bizarre line of metal. Okay, so it's just this ending again. So I guess I'm supposed to go in the basement again? Maybe the bathroom? I haven't checked the bathroom yet. Oh! This doesn't look good. An awful sound seems to be coming from within the toilet. I better be prepared. Oh, that's creepy. Looking in the toilet bowl, it seems unusually dark. In fact, it's pitch black in there, except I think I can see some gold glittering within the bowl. I'm gonna talk to the toilets. Is somebody in there? Oh. Gotcha. Dressed in his favorite Speedo, sunglasses, and nameplate necklace, Gary stepped out from his front door and took a deep breath. That's a smooth summer wind, he beamed. The perfect weather to wax the Gary mobile. As he began to buff the hood of his prized automobile, a man approached him. Gary didn't know the man's name, but he recognized him as a neighbor. My son's been missing since last night, said the man with a pained expression on his face. You haven't seen him, have you? Gary looked at the man with a concerned expression. Can't say I have, neighbor. I'm sure sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled for your boy. Say, ain't that the third kid who's gone missing in the past few weeks? Gary asked the man. Fourth. You don't think there's a predator going around, do you? Gary smiled at the man. Here in Overland Pond? This here's a nice neighborhood. Assuming the worst ain't gonna help you much, I'm sure your boy's out there safe and sound. Probably just didn't want to eat his broccoli. The man returned Gary's words with a pained smile. You're right, you're probably right. I'll keep looking. Thank you for your help. You just keep a cool head, sir, and you'll find your boy. As the man walked away, Gary began wiping down his headlights. He was going to have the cleanest car in the cul-de-sac, and the babes were going to love him for it. Ending 5, Gary's summer vacation. Well, I think that is 3 endings that we found, and I'm going to end off right here. This is going to be something I continue because I'm actually really interested in seeing where this goes. So, next episode, Gary. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. The Brandon Brownson, signing out.